you're enjoying some breakfast, and you are ready to receive the morning announcements. Hey, just a couple of reminders before we get started this morning. Want to make sure that we're following the Fairview 5 in all that we do, right? That means that we are actively listening to the speaker. We're keeping our hands and feet to ourselves. Number 3, we're cleaning up our area. Number 4, we're being kind to others with our words and our actions. And number 5, we are doing our best each and every day in the Eagle's Nest. And notice how I recited that, right, without looking at anything. I memorized it. So therefore, I would get to sign my name on the wall that is opposite of this one. So right across from me in the camera right now. And hey, I just talked to Coach Finch about this the other day. And so we are going to have our Fairview 5 Scholar Pledge Challenge during PE. So I'll be pulling small groups of scholars beginning tomorrow and all the way into next week. And just in about 3 minutes, you will just say, hey, here's the Fairview 5, Mr. Hege. And if you know the Scholar Pledge, then you get to run to my office, sign the wall, and get right back in to Coach Finch's PE class. So I appreciate Coach Finch helping us out with that. And so that challenge starts tomorrow. So I've given you a little bit extra time to memorize the Fairview 5, but a lot of you have memorized it. It's all about following it each and every day. And a lot of our scholars are doing great stuff with that. So, hey, today is Thursday, which means today is the last day that you can become a Scholar of the Week for the week. So what are you doing today to show integrity, excellence, and teamwork and the Fairview 5 to become a Scholar of the Week? Those will be announced tomorrow. Also, we will have 4 belts announced tomorrow, right? The Specials Championship belt, the Soaring belt. We'll also have the Hallway Championship belt. And then we will have our new belt, the attendance belt as well. That is for our classrooms that are at 95% or higher each week, as it is Attendance Awareness Month, and we are making sure that we are highlighting those that are doing the right thing each and every day. And to do the right thing, you got to be in the Eagle's Nest. All right. So one of the things that we're going to talk about for the next few moments is this book that I talked to you about yesterday. So I showed you the picture of a book called The Hard Hat. And we took a look at the front cover together. We made some predictions about what the story would be about based on seeing the basketball hoop, based on seeing 2 characters wearing jerseys, and then also the hard hat at the top. Now, we probably associate a hard hat with a construction worker. So we're probably like, hey, what does a hard hat have to do with being a good teammate? So with that, one of our 3 words, we've talked about integrity, excellence, and that last word is teamwork. All right. And so to be the best teammate you can, you have to show excellence and integrity each day. But we're going to read a quick story over the next couple of days on morning announcements about 10 ways that we can be great teammates. So throughout the story, sometimes I'll just read the story to you, and then we'll ask a question, and maybe you can answer the question in the chat box. Your teacher can type something in as a class. Or I'll have you do something where you're talking to the person beside you. So you'll just need to make sure that you're listening up on announcements to see how we'll do that. For today, I'm just going to read just the first few pages to introduce us to the text before we get moving along with our day. So we are going to read something called The Hard Hat. Now, as I told you the other day, here's how I do this on morning announcements. I'll read first, and then I will turn it and show you the pictures just like that so that you can take a look, right? And just follow along with my voice as I'm reading it so that you can make sure you're listening to the words and the story that is happening, especially if I ask your class a question. So this is The Hard Hat by John Gordon. And it starts off by like this. It says, Michaela loved 3 things in life: dogs, triple chocolate ice cream cones, and basketball. Her grandfather was a coach, and Michaela started playing basketball before she could even walk. There's some dogs. I see a triple chocolate chip, or is it chocolate chip? Nope, just chocolate ice cream cone, right? And then basketball. It goes on to say Michaela, whom everyone called Mickey, played basketball all the time. She even begged her dad to put a light over the garage so that she could play at night. Mickey dreamed of the day that 5th grade would begin and she could play basketball for her school team. When the first day of 5th grade arrived, Mickey was ready. Well, she was ready for basketball, at least. The first day of school seemed to drag on forever and forever. And then finally, Principal Rhodes' voice blared over the loudspeaker. All fifth graders interested in playing basketball, please report to the gym at dismissal. Mickey was out the door in a flash and halfway to the gym before Mr. Rhodes could finish his announcement. Welcome to Cayuga basketball, said Coach Viola with a smile. We kick off every season with a hard hat award. Mickey was instantly excited. She had been practicing every day and was ready for the chance to compete and win. This challenge is about being a great teammate. It will take place over the next week. After our first game, the winner will be awarded with this really big red hard hat. The kids looked at him excitedly, but they were a little puzzled. Coach Viola chuckled. I bet you're wondering why the prize is a hard hat. Well, a hard hat is usually worn by construction workers when they build tall buildings, bridges, and towers. Construction workers are known for working hard and working together to build something great. All right, one more page today. Let's see how it ends today. It says, when I played, Coach ended up saying this. Coach Viola says, when I played lacrosse in college, my good friend George won our team's hard hat award. He was the best teammate ever. To carry on this tradition, I will give this hard hat to a player who has been the best teammate throughout the week. Mickey was mesmerized by Coach Viola's story. And she decided then and there that that's why she wanted to win the hard hat. Mickey knew that she was the best basketball player on the team. She looked around and wondered if there was anyone else who could give her any competition. Her eyes fell on Jax, and she smiled at him. He was the nicest kid at school and a pretty good player, but he couldn't make a basket or even get close to the rim. So we'll stop there this morning because tomorrow morning, first thing on the announcements, we'll do Scholars of the Week and we'll review a little bit of our book. And I'll start asking some questions to us as well. So a lot of things happened here in the first couple of pages to set the story up. We know that Mickey is our main character, and we know that Mickey is really good at basketball, right? But she is striving to win an award. And the award, of course, is to win the hard hat. And the hard hat award is to be the best teammate that you can be. So we'll continue the story tomorrow and on Monday to see how Mickey does with becoming a good teammate. Is she going to be a good teammate, or is she more concerned about being the best basketball player? So we'll see what that looks like. And then we'll talk about what this story means for us as scholars inside the Eagle's Nest. Hey, it's 7:36. It's time to get after it today. Remember, good is good, great is great, but elite, you guessed it, is elite. So I'm looking for elite scholars today in the Eagle's Nest. Those are ones that are transitioning at voice level 0. They are doing everything they can inside their classrooms to be the best that they can be. There's a lot of elite scholars here in the Eagle's Nest. Are you one of them today? I'm looking forward to seeing you in action. And it is time to get after it here. Have a fantastic Thursday in the Eagle's Nest.